Well, ladies and gentlemen, good news and bad news. Good news is the Zoroastrian faith has triumphed, and we are the real Mazdans, not the Manichaeans, which is in part of Sogdiana's expansionist campaign, and one of the cognates actually became Zoroastrian. And it's those Pechenegs up there, the Bellarmine dynasty. Yeah, the cognate. Yeah, the cognate of Yadnan, because that's what they probably call their region over there, under their control, so to speak. No? Titular title. I see. So yeah, Zoroastrians are getting their presence up in the steppes, and even as far up as Siberia. The bad news is, Shah Khosrow, who made Sogdiana prosperous, has passed away. He died due to pneumonia while out on a campaign against the Tokharians. And his passing created a bit of a nightmare scenario for the Kayani Dynasty. One, those areas that we did not settle, well, these people broke out, and the Manichaeans are at it again. And secondly, I am Vishtasb of Sogdiana, but I am not elected Shah of Sogdiana. Shah Tarkun Namil, that man who is craven, but he's kind. Seems like a nice guy, but the problem is, he's an adulterer, who once wrote the valuable law code. A master builder, he says. Is that so? I believe he was the former steward of the realm. He's the son of Tarkun I, one of the great warriors of the age. But now, I do not rule all of Sogdiana. Instead, I rule Samarkand. Not just in the Jor part of Samarkand, but also Khiva and Urgent, which, they say a domain size is just too much for me because of the ruler stewardship bonus. Well, we're gonna have to fix that. And that fixing starts right now. Who has an eye for talent in this council here? A couple of pragmatists wouldn't hurt. And we still got some... the old commanders are still here. The mayor of Khiva will be the marshal. Ah, loyalist. You may be lunatic, but you are loyal. Shapur, you will be another. And of course, you. Alright. Council is discontent. I cannot send any missionaries out there to the areas. That's up to Sogdiana. And even those guys up there, the Pechenegs, that they're the only ones that send Zoroastrian missionaries to all the other places. It would be nice to see Khazari go Zoroastrian, so that there'll be a presence of Zoroastrianism in Russia, or even down in Anatolia. Like this could be the way to defeat the Abbasids once and for all. To preserve Zoroastrianism in the region. But now Sogdiana is at the mercy of Tarkun Namil, while I, Vishtasb, 17 years old, and an advisor to the council, and I got all this great money that I inherited from my father, Kurush. He was a genius, but for me, I'm not a genius. I was a genius, and then I became quick, so I was slightly downgrading myself, but still, I'm bright. I'm a right man, and ambitious. And I'm sure he wouldn't like me when I'm ambitious. That's why he made me advisor, thinking that he would keep me out of, council affairs. Like we just want new succession law, or establish my claim. I have a strong claim for Sogdiana, but don't want to do it just yet. Because, well, we have to fix the problems at home, especially with the low domain size, which is ridiculous. Because there's something we gotta do something about that. There's something we gotta do something. What the hell are you saying? That ambition is fine, but we need children. We need allies. We need friends. I mean, we got a couple of siblings. If we want to make alliances with others... Wait a minute. You don't hold Kiva, just only Fergana. Oh, you drunk! You gave Kiva away to the Christian. An ugly boy at that. You gave away Kiva despite the fact that we own most of Kiva. But you gave it to him, but it's alright. We could use them, despite the small domain numbers, but they are others in the realm that could prove useful to us if we were to make friends with somebody. Because if I want that throne back, you need allies. But let's not rush it, alright? Let them finish off on the Kurmazda uprising, and then we'll work it out from there. Again, Zoroastrianism is the main Mazdan religion instead of Manichaeism. Yes, that's great news. But nightmare scenario occurred where the Kayani Dynasty, who led Sogdiana into this great nation, is now fallen to another dynasty who doesn't know what the heck he's doing, even though he's a member of the Hermetic Society. And his son here, well, he's currently in the Chinese Academy. Hopefully he gets a good education. But am I willing to give away these territories? Again, I mean, if I was to give away something, it would be those two, because I never improved those areas. Here I have been. So just a minute, okay? Oh, cartographer. Just pick anyone. Right, let's get down to business here. Oh, now I get to choose a successor for Sogdiana. Well, I'm voting for myself. So, vote for me is a vote for Sogdiana. Actually, let me rephrase that. A vote for Vishtasb is a vote for Sogdiana. May this happen. I mean, let's not try to destroy democracy. We just want to have a wise ruler. I mean, what does this man have to say? Why'd he pick him? He likes him, he's paranoid. He likes him, he's brave, pious, old child, Sogdian, rightful heir. And what's wrong with me? I mean, he's too young. So you prefer the old seniority. I'm 17, your son is 27, in which he's in a Chinese academy, not present. And remember, don't rush into civil war here. Let's have some decorum. What do the other electors say? Like, what does Kiva have to say? What does Kutal have to say? In which, we can use them to start swaying. Again, this is for Sogdiana. These guys don't get to vote. That's for the de jure parts of Sogdiana. Fergana is himself. He's the elector. Kutal is another. And Kiva, another example. So we need to, befriend these two, particularly them, since he's the only elder statesman. And eventually him, which he's also in the Chinese Academy at this point. The Guzi Jian, if you're wondering the pronunciation. And get me a new court physician while I choose my patron angel. Which, that man did not have the decency to let me perform a sky burial for my father who died of pneumonia. My father who died to try to keep this nation together. Anyways, calm down. I mean, I'm good with just about any skill. But very good at both martial and intrigue. So I'm thinking Vohumanov, but there are others. not a very pious man. I'm thinking about going for piety. We tend to lack that these days. But that hurts the marshal a little. So, I mean, I'm already chaste, so no need to lower it further. I mean, that's what the concubines are for. Just better the chances of having children with just about anyone. So I shall go for Bahumana, the good mind. Oh, and I'm gonna break the patrol with you. Nothing wrong with your size as a giant, it's just you're not helping. I need marriage immediately. And I know what faith. Are you a member of any warrior lodge? 'Cause no, she's not. Not a shield maiden either. If she was, I would have definitely married her. Think. What could be useful to you? And I'm thinking her. And there's a reason. That Tengri faith. And if you're wondering, why am I becoming infatuated with Tengrism? Just give me a moment. Okay. Since I'm a warrior, you beat designated regent. Well, I don't know about you, different faith. Kinsman, distant relative, you will be. And I'd like to be more pious these days, even though I do have a high learning skill. And I do have the money to, I don't know, write my first book. And I need a little more piety. So I'll spend the first few years on the theology focus. Just to try to get a bit few ones, and then when I'm 22, I'll switch it to another. Should be alright. And do not forget, now that we have champion blood, but also blood assassin, and I'm the first ruler of the Kayani Dynasty to have Parthian blood, which increases the combat skill a bit more. Iranian opinion, +5, which includes Sogdians of that culture group. Basically, Persians, Afghans, Tokharians, Shakas, Sogdians. They all like each other. They like me a bit more. And periodically attracts the servitude of great warriors of Zoroastrian, so every once in a while, Zoroastrian warriors will be coming to Samarkand. And we're definitely going to put them into service. And also we can dismiss the guards, they're not needed. He's passed on. Although we could search the resources, now that there's time. Because mind you, well, wait till August. I think it's down there in Ikhshid. There's no resource down here, but there's already those over there. And donating that gold is just basically giving gold, but it doesn't give me, fighting and whatnot, which is something that man needs to focus on. Matter of fact, is there anyone wiser? That could be the new Mobot. That is a Zoroastrian. Guess you. Yeah, it's not a brother, it's not a close kin marriage, because I needed something. Plus, we need the money. So where are you from? Oh, near Crimea. That's far. I was beginning to wonder why you look more Greek looking. But nonetheless. There's a reason why I brought you here. And the reason why I'm talking piety. I need to secretly convert to Tengri. That's right. I've taken down that path. While he will continue with his administration, I will continue to, well, attempt to try to befriend him a little. You may call me an infidel, but you and I are going to get along. They call you the good. What do all these herbats think of me? They're all right with me. This piety of the liege. As long as their opinion toward me is good, they'll give me a little more piety. Yeah, but the domain size isn't enough. If you want the full complement of troops, and if you want more money. But nobody seems to mind. I'm thinking about keeping all that to myself. I don't care if it hurts the recruitment. Actually, this is what happens to me. Inefficient taxation, troop recruitment, and resentment among my vassals, which I have none. They're just all mayors and herbats. And speaking of that, you're the new Mobat, despite the fact you're an envious man. I just needed a little more boost. And if you find any heretics, I'll be sure to burn them. Word is reaching of a beloved old woman named Guzman, resides in a nearby village. The old woman spends her days freely helping the villagers with various medical matters, such as concussing herbal remedies and amputating infected limbs. She agrees to take up residence in our court if I donate a large sum of gold to the village. Okay, you're in. Again, I have all the money in the world. Yes? Well, that shouldn't hurt me. I'll take it. I'll take your job. Let's go kill some heretics, shall we? So, again, I'm an advisor. I'm allowed to serve in the field of battle. I'm not, sitting on the seat of the council where I cannot command troops. Oh, now they have something to say about the domain size being too big. It took a while. Tax-shifted burger obligations. Whatever helps you make more money. I approve. Just cater to them. Now it's having an effect. We're having too much for that domain. No good concubine choices. Unless I'm gonna... Well, I have the money. Give me 3 Sogdian women. You're my concubine now. This other one. Okay, never mind. Not that one. Born ugly. Not that one. Chase. 2 more. We had one good one. Attractive hedonist. Oh, wow. Huh. That's something. You're definitely my concubine. Nice for you. Regular, but you'll do. I just need to have a large family. At least that uprising's put down. Already. Just because I'm chased doesn't mean yeah, these guys are raiding. Yeah, that domain size, again, I'm still keeping them because, don't worry, there'll be changes soon. If we can get more piety, or the why I decided to take up theology focus before I do all the warrior stuff. The Tengri faith might prove useful to me. She's with child, I should not look at her this way. There you go, there's something. Okay. How much is it again? 250? 250. 250. Again, I'm the Ikhshid, and also I'm the Shahzada. Shahzada means prince. Yeah, welcome to my world, where you'll be dealing with raiders a lot. And it's going to be your dang fault. I mean, since you are the ruler, you will vote for, you know, for your son, Kavus. Not the facial hair I had in mind. Oh, these are Persian hairstyles. Not Sogdian. So in that case... These are earrings, mind you, if you were wondering. It's a bit of a warrior's look. So I'd say, didn't impregnate you during it. You must be desperate. And I don't know why you told me to name that girl instead of you. You're the one that had a habit of naming children. Here's my first. And he's born quick. Anakit. Again, I'm not giving away that name. I'm sure it'll hurt taxation and recruit, which is near full, surprisingly. It's quick. That reminds me. We'll be building something here. Continue to build up the power base here in Samarkand. Like more riding grounds. What's going on? Holy War for Kashgari, Holy War for Kashmir. Oh, I don't want to lose diligent. But I didn't get stressed either. Again, this land still has that stone quarry. Still got stressed anyhow. But I don't think I should worry too much. Especially I have that theology focus on. What's that? Close friends. I hope we have something in common. If not, then so be it. Created the title of Satrapy of Khiva. You got rid of the Christian. Already you are throwing your weight around. Shakas are now Zoroastrian. You must have force converted them. And them too. And these guys too. Clearly you are destroying the idea that Roxana had once imagined. That she once dreamed of a multicultural, multi-religious state. But now you are destroying it. But at least you're not zealous, which otherwise that would be the excuse of why you are forced to convert them. And it's not right to do that sort of thing, but hey, at least we'll look up upon each other a bit better these days, now that we're Zoroastrians. All of us. Couldn't come to agree about the complexities of human mind and whether certain animals can truly count as sentient or not. The hell kind of argument is that? And now you replace the Christian with some Sogdian, the new house. It's named after him. Oh dear. Mother-in-law got killed by a bear, based on the way that sounds. Again, I still get to almost kill it, not you. If you want to do something about it, we'll fight. Got it? Don't mess with me. Just continue to raise up a bit of piety, and then we'll go forward with the plan in the future. Sure. It's current Satrapy anyhow. Which can't, help them out. We don't have the troop numbers. That's up to, Sogdiana to intervene on those affairs. Heck, his armies and my armies combined, we could definitely support each other. Well, them anyway. Not here in Sogdiana. Sogdiana doesn't need help. Oh, that reminds me. Don't we still get the silk money? And plus, Pagan Satrapy is not alone. You got this Khaganate. Well, it's not fully Zoroastrian just yet, but they're out there. He's got too much in his hands. Who's looking for someone? Him. Kill him and the claim dies with him. He's a Tengri. And they'll be willing to go for it. Largely. Only for the more powerful ones, like say above 10. Where is he, by the way, residing in? Obagan. Obagan. Ah, there. Save the Zoroastrians of the steppes. Just take your time. Try to read the Gathas. Oh, that plan's going to work. If I become a known murderer, so be it. Which I often say that. Concubine's son, not born quick. What the? Marzuban, which we know what that means. For a long while now, I've not felt the presence of old Maz in my thoughts. I'm starting to wonder if there's really any truth to the Gathas, or perhaps it's just an old book written by clever liars. I need a piety. Those blasphemous feelings will soon pass. But I may get into some blasphemous thoughts soon enough. Not like this one, which he just got assassinated. But also, well, there's this woman I'm married to. Her blasphemous thoughts may actually mean something. Sogdian Holy War. Oh, crap. Go for it. I don't mind it one bit. Expansion there. Expand it up there. But for goodness sakes, do not create a kingdom. If you do, that is one of the possible causes of rebellion. But please be patient. These guys are just voting amongst themselves. They can't get along. They don't know what's good for the country. Need more of those. More cavalry, please. And forget these two. They often get raided. And plus, contemplating whether or not I should give these two counties away to somebody that will work under me, not like him. So the question is, who would be the most loyal one to help me out on this sort of thing? But anyways, just focus on your path to another faith, even if it's temporary. How much? Okay, you got it. And prosperity increased up here. Hey, you know what's another quick way of getting piety? We should have held that festival, but yeah, I didn't think that. Just think it too much of. I have a very high martial skill. We got to be impressed with that. I could not be impressed. What's the matter with you, man? We're all Zoroastrians now. You're not a Buddhist anymore. Because he demanded it. He made it happen. And that's not nice. Destroying the dream that Roxana had created. Nearly 100 years after her birth. And in 4 years' time, it would be since she came to this world in Bukhara that she began to rule there. Yeah, that was a long time ago. 100 years after Roxana. I mean, yes, our country has grown, but clearly, Sogdians have not. Ooh, that maintenance isn't going to be good for them. Right. It's time for the strange procedure, which I'll continue to keep up the theology focus for the time being. For now, I will secretly convert to Tengri. The Tengri faith in Yartalek, that's her name, intrigues and fascinates me. I could not embrace it nobly, but I'm tempted to convert in secrecy. Yeah, I'm sure some of you are thinking, what the hell are you doing? Shh, I know what I'm doing. And I will personally adopt the faith. I will give up the charade of my false religion, acted upon and openly declare my true faith. He's at war, he won't mind. So I'm Tengri now, and now, here's another step. I'm going to join the Eagle Warrior Lodge. You have to publicly follow the Tengri faith, since we are a feudal realm. And we're Zoroastrian, and marrying to a nomad, or somebody who's from there, easy stuff. And plus, Zoroastrians are allowed to have interreligious marriages with the Boon Pagans as well if I wanted to join their warrior lodge. But for practical reasons, Eagle Warriors would be ideal here. I shall join. I have the combat skill to do it, despite the fact I'm currently stressed, and plus 10 as commander. Yetchaturek Kozar of the Eagle Warriors greets me with a brief nod. Another recruit, huh? To join our ranks, you'll need to prove yourself, boy. The man says gruffly, folding his arms across his chest. You'll be fighting one of our own. So interested, my lord? I'm 19 years old. And this hero here? Oh, yeah. wouldn't want to go up against him, but I gladly fight to prove myself. I agreed to do whoever that is the Eagle Wars has chosen for me. Just be Tengri for a week, and then get back to being Zoroastrian. But it would be easy to do it from here. But of course that'll cost me some prestige, but I'll get all the piety back. May pick up sympathy for pagan religions afterwards. Just continue. Now, one more, please. Who converted you to that heretical faith? Uncle? Anyways. They've chosen Alate as my opponent. The innocent-looking man eyes me up and down when we are introduced. Fresh meat, huh? He offers mockingly before shoving an elbow to my side, making everyone laugh. And Alan. He's been in some fights. Sparring match, huh? The onlookers are cheering for me. As I swing my bare hands with increasing enthusiasm, when it's over, Alate is on the ground, and his face red with embarrassment. I shrug, smiling to the crowd and at my opponent. I walk away victorious. To the valiant Shahzada Vishtasb Sogdiana, I am told that you did not receive a single scratch during your initiation. That is the kind of impressive order we'd be honored to have sitting on our table. You are hereby humbly invited to join our ranks. Finally. Also, get to work on the wheat, will ya? When you win a duel and not get a scratch, you start off with 200 renown. And my renown isn't gaining too much, as I have a high martial skill, and so I'm quick-minded, diligent, and ambitious. But there's always room for improvement. And I'm sure they're probably going to want me to switch to war focus or something, which I'll be most willing. Just let me finish up on reading the Gathas, and hopefully get rid of stress. So again, as your level 1 of fledgling, you can duel, you can appoint your sisters or daughters to be shield maidens, and you are more resilient to battle injuries as a survivor. And a lifetime of war. When leading troops, your experience gives you access to new events on the field of battle. There's 30 members here. Plenty of men and women too. Well, meanwhile, I'm the only Zoroastrian, which, by the way... Oh, she's got a cat. So the pillow talk of the spouse or concubine can be very persuasive. I can convert to Matab Sleep and become a Zoroastrian Mazda. As I said, did say continue to study on the Gathas, and that's what I'm doing. But please remember, you can be a Zoroastrian or other faiths, for example, for those who are not nomads. As long as you do not pick up the zealous trait. Which I avoided that in order to join it. That's why I did this. Just to join their warrior lodge. We know Roxana, nearly 100 years ago, all the way to 790, she became the grand champion. She was the best fighter ever, and now me being ambitious, I want to be as great as her, but I want to carve my own path, as I have the blood of the Sasanians and the Parthians flow through me. Hope you Harbats didn't mind my brief conversion from back and forth. You know, this whole thing with rulers converted, which would be me. Or possibly if you count up the vassals as well. Because of this restrictive man of learning. Just vote for me. And I've stated before, a vote for me is a vote for Sogdiana. So it's elective here, and of course it's elective up there. Oh, I need a new court decision. A wandering warrior has requested an audience. It appears as if the entire court is abuzz with stories of his exploits. This Oquan, the lion, is seemingly of great renown. He wishes to swear fealty to me, having heard of my relation to the legendary Erdogan Karan Palav. I'm truly blessed by blood. You see? Men like him. Great example. Fantastic! Loyal servant, and I will make you commander immediately. You'll be quite useful to me. Unlike this man. So now you got two flankers. Yeah, I think I probably have no choice but to give two counties away. To this new guy here. Sogdian Warrior. If you want to be a loyal servant, well, Tiva is yours. And again, these are lands that I often ignored to improve. It's kind of too bad we don't have Galwakind succession. We would have had more of that domain size. I thought I had it up to low centralization. But no, that applies to Sogdiana, which is under centralized, but here it's low. That also means if I want to continue improving more, I have to give this away too. And a county that isn't Wervedon, but no, I'm not. I'm keeping it like it is. You have decent stewardship. But if I want to get back up to prominence, we gotta get back at him. Anyways, watching Lev in a training ground is always interesting. There's something about his fighting technique that comes off as half-hearted. And his weapons, as well as armor, seems like they could use a little more caring for. Lev, could I have a word? I interrupt the sparring. Bonin Tingri, formerly peasant leader. Let's talk weapon and care and etiquette, my good man. Refused my offer, muttering something about not being a charity project. If etiquette is enough for the man, who am I to intervene? Leave him alone. He's an old man. He's not worth it. As members of the Eagle Warriors, we always be ready to fight. To prove your mettle, seek out a duel on Vishtasb, the warrior of the champions of Perun, until blood stains weapons. May one of you walk from it still breathing. Champion of Perun, is he? He is, but he's recently converted. Strange. Guess he converted at some point in his life. Also, by the way, as a Zoroastrian and member of the Pagan Warrior Lodge, that means I cannot do missions that involves county conquest nor raiding, because my culture, Iranian, and Zoroastrian religion do not allow these sort of things. So the only missions they'll likely give me, for the most part, is just duel, which I'm okay with, because that ups the duel experience. You know, the more you duel, the further experience you get up, the better fighter you are. You'll be stronger in no time. Yeah, he lives all the heck way out there. It's time to duel. I don't think you're that good. On the first day of the new year, let's fight. My opponent looks nervous, his armor a little ill-fitting. I briefly contemplated asking if we'd rather do this another day. A moment later, I snap out of it, letting the fresh morning air sharpen my senses instead. The seasoned man is on the ground, groaning in pain. I could get more renown if I wanted to be merciless, but those people around here ain't gonna like me for that. And I don't think they want to elect a man who is merciless. So just walk away victorious as he lost a leg. But he's winning the Holy War so far. Well, oh, he is winning. Even outnumbered too. Perhaps he do have a future after all. Rajkumar. Ah, because the headmaster of that Chinese academy is run by a Punjabi. Oh, I see. Since you're no longer useful to us anymore, so... Oh, that won't help. Changing that, you know, he's going to be asking for favors. Whatever it takes. Commit sister. May never know. All this stuff that will soon be ready to sell. That's my brother. Tannery in Bukhara is gone. Well, we do have the money to look for another resource if need be. We'll take that time. Not the Pokeball, quite a heck not. I have a very high... I can't write a martial book. Well, instead we could... Well, try learning. You know, you're already, you know, doing a little bit of theology before I put more focus towards war. Man, rulership would not do. Are you a member of the Eagle Wars by any chance? No, Ring of Honor. That's a Fighters Guild. What's the matter with you? Must have failed the duel for blood mission. Hate to be that. Oh, by the way, how are you doing? I was about to say, hey, here's another thing I could take my time to now that, I'm a duked here. I can go visit China. Oh, hey, there'll be no one to stop me. And get more grace. Saban Samarkand. But he's... 1 second. Anyone with great diplomacy skill, that is... You're in. Got a unit sent you. She may be a little old, but that's my mother. No, can't take her. She's ill. Sick. Maybe going to China may help me get rid of my stress. I mean, I'm not doing anything important right now. And I'm not declaring any wars or any of that sort of thing. Just think me well, alright? I just need to get rid of my stress so I can be ready for anything. But first... that and, new Chancellor. Right, to China. Everything's good? Alright, let's go. First time. Just save a bit of money. You may never know you're going to buy something from there. So these Shakas are Zoroastrian now. And your progress in the Holy War has been... Well, you're getting there. Wait, are you sure you don't need my help? I live my life as other men do, navigating rocks and obstacles, doing my best to achieve success in my endeavors. Still, everything we do takes place in the light of Zirvan. Thus we must take care lest the influence of Angra Mainyu come to our lives. Ponder this more deeply. Pick up a little bit of learning. But in 2 years' time I'll stop my studies and study more towards this kind. Just when I was about to go meet him, he's dead, but this new emperor likes eunuchs. Damn, should have waited. But frowns upon Tibeto-Burman cultures. How's the Zoroastrian Cognate doing? He's doing sick. I was about to say he's doing fine, but no, he's doing sick. He might pass soon. The boy's not grown up yet. Which could mean that it'll be going back to Tengri control. Which can lead to interreligious tensions. I don't think they'll want me being kind. Because the Warrior Lodge wants me to be a rowdy warrior. Even if I have to take part of their contest. Our caravan has been camped by the roadside a whole day. The sky's been pouring over us with unusually heavy rain. The whole situation brought my thoughts to the memories of my late father, Kurush. I can't dwell on the past. I need to carry on forward. Great man he was, but we cannot dwell on the past of Roxana's dream of a united Sogdiana. That dream's being ruined. It actually costs less. Okay, good. Oh no. I know what happened to my father. He once did this. He got himself infected. Can't risk it. There are other candidates. I don't know about this. They call him an immoral priest. But instead we'll hire a holy man. Has to be at the skill of 15. Or at least a scholar. There he is. You having a hard time up there? Did you lose a battle? Yes, you did. Born sickly. Brought you here, and I hope you know your knowledge, even though you're just a religious man. Maybe this is a mistake. When does this expire? February. There you go. By the time I get back over here, I'll be sure to hold that festival. Ah, fellow travelers, a military man exclaims, emerging alongside a group of soldiers from the trees surrounding our camp. I'm Captain Seljing. We're here to escort my lord to Datong. He gestures for his troops to join my entourage for the evening. I got the money. Oh, Captain Seljing, there's been a change of plans. We hired bodyguards. If there's any known plots around here, that may be relevant to me. Ah yes, old Drythroat. Target of a possible assassination. Oh, dry throat. The names. I wonder what kind of nickname I'll get due to the Warrior Lodge activity. Good. At least we got something here. But remember, I can't start a faction because I'm on the council. As I'm away from China as well. Grandma passed on. The rider approached the caravan and handed me a letter to seal with Mazaban access of a notable. Access her to my travels and invites her party to rest in Warford Castle. Tokharian. Despite the hostilities. Again, we're not. It's like, look, it's my lieges fighting a war, and I'm not in this war. I don't like him. Do I? No, I do not. He's taken too long of his levies. So, a warm bed and a hot meal is most welcome. Tokharian hospitality, just like Sogdian hospitality. I believe that's just Iranian hospitality in general. The previous day has certainly been a delight. I never imagined that we have so many things in common. It is with regret that I bid farewell to the Mazaban as we decide to move on towards the goal of the Tang Empire. Let's keep in touch as we become friends, despite the fact that, you know, what's going on out there. And apparently that castle was looted by raiders. He says, I want you to stay in this, it's like, oh, don't worry about the castle that's in ruins. Here's the bed. Don't worry, the bed is safe. It's not destroyed or anything. Imagine that. Oh, and also don't mind the local death cult. It's a good thing I already left there, because there was a battle to come. Which it looks like, it's desert. They crossed the river. There are those in my realm who worship other gods. For example, it is known that Shri openly follows the Buddhist faith. I sometimes wonder what Mana would think of my association with these people. We are more alike than we are different. So now I have sympathy for Eastern religions, particularly Hinduism and Buddhism. I say these two because Afghan Hindus, Buddhists here, if they're still here. Oh, no, they got them. They got the Tokharians. You may want to call for white peace. Should you lose this war, those people will lose faith in you, and they want to vote for me. Ex-wife of Khosrow. I don't think ex-wife is correct. Widow of. I mean, she never broke up with me. She was with them. Ever heard of the term death to do us part? Does not that apply to you Zoroastrians? Our company has finally reached to the central lands of the Tang Empire. The Middle Kingdom and all its magnificence lay before us with so much to experience. Let us walk, lest I forget about the reason for its journey. I start to travel the imperial roads towards the Celestial Palace. Remember, at any time. My guards and I have been making our way through a bustling market this morning. There's an ample supply of every meat and game, trinkets and baubles around. Here and there we encounter soldiers along with dignitaries from other foreign courts. There's clearly no shortage of business for these traders. Oof. 200 is good, but I don't want to have, negative stuff of the views from the Emperor. So I'm here to trade. Again, we Sogdians are best known for being traders of the Silk Road, so I'm here to conduct business. Oh ho ho, look at this. It's like, yeah, I had this long sword since the days of Roxana. But this here, this elaborate mechanical contraption capable of rapidly firing arrows even when used with only one hand. That actually does better for Lightfoot troops. March +2, ups the combat skill a little, and more plot power defense to protect myself from potential assassinations. I'll have that equipped. And I'm sure Roxana, if she was alive, she would be very mad at me of not using that sword that's for that house, Also enough to theology focus. Although they haven't told me to do anything for the Warrior Lodge yet. No contests yet. I have to return for China for that, so don't switch to war focus just yet. Oh no. Oh god, Tengris are back in power. Zoroastrians are gone. I mean, there's still Zoroastrians in there. It's just, well, your overlord's Tengri now. No Zoroastrians. None at all. Unless you can turn them. Which you cannot. I forgot. Vassals are not allowed to do that. Only the independent realms are allowed to, said the missionaries. Patience. Be mindful of your thoughts. The patron angel is Vohumana, the good mind. Remember that. A new school of thought. Sultan Mahdi has been a talk of all cultured men recently. Apparently they found a philosophical school to rival the ancients. Their thoughts on the mind, the soul, and the nature of reality are truly remarkable. This Ptolemaic philosophy will go far. And that came from the Sultan of Asturias, Umayyad. Baghdad alumnus, also polymath, Shari, and a founder of this philosophy, which is for learning. Very well educated man. Very well educated. He's Shia. I mean, I know there's a Shia caliphate, but how did he pull that off? Wait, since he went to Baghdad to get educated, we know it's had a Shia majority, but I think he must have been influenced and introduced Shia Islam into Hispania. Abbasid revolt. Tyranny, of course. Great day. Better find a damn good resource next time. Chitagov is too far off. Can't join. Haven't reached the glorious capital. The Tang Empire takes a few days before the group of ministers approach me, offering to read and discuss chapters from the writings of Master Guan. They think I, as a Zoroastrian, will be particularly interested by the section on revolving the vital breath. Of course, I would love to hear more about your political philosophy, as these ministers are excited by my enthusiasm. Okay. Always accept favors when you are a vassal of somebody. We can arrest this man and have him expelled, take his money, get out of here. And even in my absence, they'll promote me to warrior. It's my privilege. My lord begins a note from my Ostavad Nizam. The writing of manuscripts come to a halt. Our oldest scholar and most experienced scribe passed away. He recommends investing in more scribes or risk a lowered quality work. Funding is not an issue. That's cheap. This may sound a little outrageous. I mean, for now, I'd like to be voted back to rule Sogdiana. And as for locally in Samarkand, since I have one vote and I can get away with it, vote for her, because she's quick-minded. They won't like it, but it's going to be slightly tax-focused obligations. Yeah, I'll take it. Whatever makes you more money. The Emperor's kept his eyes on you, Chief Minister says. However, he's very busy and thought it's more fitting if you bowed in here instead of the occupied throne room. Jeez. Just take it, okay? You came a long way. And now I'm back. It's been 100 years since Roxana of Bukhara became the ruler there and began our dynasty called Kayani, which is still around to this day. But there's plenty of us. But problem is, who's willing? As in, to be here on this sort of thing. Again, I'm not choosing my words right. It's just, I'll say, hey, we can occupy this area easily, but unfortunately, most of these guys will be coming on down there. But that's up to the Shah Tarkun Namil, this craven man. You are winning Kashmir. Do they mean? I mean, that's against Petty Kingdom of Ladakh, right? Yes, against Ladakh. So that means we will have a presence in Kashmir. Thus, linking to presence towards India, which is not what we had in mind, because there's many powerful friends down in India. I don't know why I said friends, but Indians amongst each other. And they're largely Hindus. Only some Buddhists there. As I prayed before the altar, I was suddenly filled with an overwhelming sense of love, crying with joy, knowing that I'm never truly alone. Ahura Mazda is always with me. I feel energized, no longer stressed. Alright, time to go to war focus. That's what they would want me. Cousin? Well, you're more suited for intrigue. Well, she's just a concubine. She's just that really good looking to me. If only I had married her, but no, we had to choose a Tengri girl because, well, advantages into joining this warrior lodge here, which I get very little gain. What else am I lacking? To get more traits. Well, I mean, I'm not in the best shape of my life. Perhaps I should be more brawny. The arm wrestling challenge. Spirits are high at the lodge tonight, and I'm itching for a challenge. Many important warriors have gathered in a large hall to celebrate a recent hunt, giving me no shortage of capable warriors to test my strength with. Rather not embarrassing myself, so I will challenge him. Oh, pathetic. Should have picked the middle option. Duel for honor against this man who's clearly been in a recent duel. So just wait, alright? It'll expire in a few months. Hopefully you'll be first to know. Just having a bit of a decision time in my head. Spent nearly 1,000 for that. Oh, crud. He's one of their command. Oh no, we could duel now. It's not his war anyhow. Duel for honor. As the duel begins, he comes at me slowly offering an offer of my best taunting style. It does not take all provides to swing my dull spear in a half-perfect circle, causing him to fall backwards with a surprised huff. I walk away victorious as he's got a swollen wrist. Keep doing them. You'll eventually get up there. All of my missions might as well be all duels then. Which I'm okay with. More duels means more combat experience. Tarkson. Sounds interesting. Hi, there's raiders here. Oh, no one's gonna care about this. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Oh. Gather around, everybody. Then once you enter the battle, then the rest of the reinforcements will come. It'll take a long time for them to breach the walls. Why, you? Don't have that much money in you. Never trust people with Republican governments that seduce people. But you're too old. Man, for the rest are set aside. That's that. Get the hell out of here. I'm okay with this side of the family here. That's what happens when you bring an attractive woman. Someone's gonna want her. Another school of thought. Now, their thoughts on arts, literature, and the government of man are truly remarkable. This Olympian philosophy will go far. The Sheikh of Porto. That's for diplomacy. Interesting that you got a sultan who founded this philosophy, and the sheikh who founded another in that same area of Hispania. Must be a cultural revolution over there. That won't work. You'll get what you want. She's become gluttonous, which isn't good. Well, what is good, sometimes, the drinking contest. Decided to share a few barrels of mead to the entire congregation tonight, challenging his fellow warriors to see which one of us will be able to drink the most without faltering. Old man, you're too old to be drinking. You only fought once. I shall be the one. Several recruits accepted my challenge. At the mere mention of free mead, and soon the main hall is filled with cheering and a clashing of tankards. The servants bring the first barrel while we all find a place at the long table eager to start. Come on, start pouring already. I begin drinking, as I drink here. One by one. The other contenders either tap out or fall unconscious. I cannot see straight anymore. Everything is blurry, but I'm still standing. Unfortunately, so is Bedisa, and she looks far more resilient than me right now. Huh, there must be a way to get ahead, thanks to, being quick-minded and high intrigue. Try spilling most of my drink at each new round. Hope no one sees me cheating. One by one, all the other contenders have a fallen consciousness. I cannot see straight when everything's blurry. I'm still standing. I gulp down another tankard and watch mindlessly as my last one falls headfirst on the table. While I'm still processing on what happened, I'm proclaimed the winner of the contest among the cheers of the other warriors. Yes, I won. Once the other warriors finally put me down and left me to cope with the more unpleasant consequences of my victory, Dezu himself approached me and offered his congratulations. He claims that he's truly impressed by my resilience and show respect. Wishes me to have some of his spoils from a recent raid. Hey, thank you. I mean, then again, Zoroastrianism, as far as their views on alcohol, they don't condemn it, they don't prohibit it, they don't forbid it. Just say, hey, drink moderately, okay? Moderation is one of the virtues. Yeah, think about that. It's too bad I cannot lead the troops because he wouldn't let me. Because I'm in the council. He doesn't want me to take commands. But when you're a commander, at least you get to have the combat skills. Someone's got to take care of them. These guys are mainly infantry. I mean, in case of this idea doesn't work, get mercenaries. So be sure to raise the rest when the battle begins, because here, about nearly 2,000 troops will be ready to fight. Let's get the very best, including this Zoroastrian warrior that came in. Just be sure to drive these raiders out of here. You have impressed me. to capture the man who was raiding him. I mean, that's the Echo clan. That's just the name of his house. And he was a branded apostate. They did sacrifice the man's wife to the ancestors, but we could use you. You got the skills. Not a fellow member of the Warrior Lodge, are you not? So what happened with the war? White peace. You couldn't do it. If I was there in the front lines, we would have made a difference. You just couldn't do it. You just couldn't bring yourself up to do that. My Persian uncle. Dealing with the peasant revolt and that host which he's about to win Herat, which I don't think it'll end up taking it whole. But it says conquest. Kinda too late for me to join, isn't it? And how strong is he? Strong enough to take me on. I mean, if I was ruling Sogdiana, we would have destroyed him. But here in Samarkand, up more training grounds. Yes, we definitely need that. Once this is finished, though. No. I was hoping to pick up the cruel trait because that's a good trait to have for a member of the Warrior Lodge. Just making sure. Again, Lightfoot leader, which good thing I got that crossbow. Learn to create choke points, be a battlefield terrain master. And another child's coming up. Okay, you'll be the future heir. But that depends on the result of my eldest donor. Sure. Go with that. Yeah. Another Zoroastrian warrior has come. He's ugly but strong. And he's a duelist. We'll promote you to commander as well. As we are not in the need of defenders right now. No, Manichaeanism, the religion of the light, they say. That prophet money of yours might as well be a mouthpiece of Ahriman. They took it. Well, now they live alongside you. But what's the Kashmiri situation look like for you? White peace as well. Nakshab has a flax field. Alright, get to work on it. So that means we'll get full money from a flax field. That's the products that creates linen. It's a plant that creates the linen trade goods. If you're a member of the trade league. But since I'm not, that means no more money. And nothing I can do about it. Because I'm not really a man of stewardship. Oh, that's why. That's why I'm not leading my troops. Oh, you dumb, dumb man. could have contributed more. Clearly you did not. Now I'm finally leading troops. And also, what are you doing? Tributary state? Oh, you cannot make that happen. Because those guys are the meanest bunch. We'll be glad to assist you along that way. They're still holding on. While we got other problems. You've made Sogdiana weak. And look at you, you're craven. That means you could be more confined to paying tribute to them. Not just paying tribute, but a permanent tributary state. That means he's more likely to surrender very, very soon. If it does not change in 2 months, we'll join. Which it will happen in the next episode. In fact, just to get ready for this, let's just hold the Sogdian Saga festival. So, we'll end the episode with this. According to the legend, Persian king Husayn discovered the secret of fire in the hallowed past and brought it to benefit all people. We must then celebrate this with the Sogdian Saga festival. It is held to honor fire and defeat the forces of darkness, frost, and cold. Send out the invitations. Once the festival's over, we'll end the episode, and in the next episode, we're going to have to help Tarkon. A festive mood is in the air. Bonfires are being built near the temples and lakes. Fathers are taking their sons to gather wood for the pyres, while women prepare food for the festival. Whoever does not give a branch, may God not grant their wish. As part of the Sogdian Saga, the Moabites blessed their communities with the Atesh Niyas, the lenity of fire. As a sovereign, I'm expected to attend the ceremony in my capital. This blessing shall aid me in battle. 5 years I'll be a diligent liege. The morale of my armies will be up. A group of priests carried a sacred fire to the throne, and my vassals followed them and directed to their seats by servants. Let us celebrate the glory of Ormazd. Celebrations are finally over. I feast on bountiful food while outside the bonfires are burnt out, having successfully driven away of demons of frost and cold. Soon the light of summer shall be upon us. Until next time. Yeah, I should have done that earlier, but anyway. So on the next episode, well, I guess I'm finally leading the troops because I forgot I had that option off the whole time. I thought he wouldn't let me. I mean, if I was in the front lines, think about it, we could have turned that war around under my presence. So now we're dealing with them. Akum. Yeah, this one, not them. This one. We could be defeated, and then we would be given them money. Thus further strengthening the case of why we need to get rid of this ruler. Not by deceit, that will not work. Heir to the Satrapy of Fergana? Wait a minute, who's voting? Ah, 2 are voting for me. Okay, let's just... Okay, next episode, let's just assist him. See if we can save Sogdiana. And then, and soon I will be elected, and things will change for the better. Because we spent this whole episode, well, reading a bit about the Gothas, and then we joined this Pagan Warrior Lodge that's originally meant for Tengri and nomadic peoples. But I'm not quite improving on the marshal here just yet. But we're getting there. I mean, I will become a better warrior one of these days. And I assume in the next episode when most of these children get up to 12, I'll see too if they join the Warrior Lodge. But that's only if they ask me to. So we hope you see it in the next episode, because change will be coming to Sogdiana, and it will be for the better. Don't assassinate that man. We will help him out. We will help Sogdiana. We must stand together against these nomads that want to think that they rule the steppes. So, hope you join us in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.